Welcome, this is the first episode of possibly a new series. I'm gonna film the first episode in a couple days and look back and see how many people watched it, how long the view time was, if it's worth me continuing the series, or should I continue just focusing on the Prelude, and we're at the Attitude Era. So the Attitude Era series and the ECW series. I think this could be a third one that could just, be a nice trifecta because they're all so different. Every time I start recording, I have to yawn. I don't know why. I apologize. But this takes place Monday, August 2016. This is the I'd consider this the post Battleground Raw at Battleground. I predict Seth Rollins wins the title. I mean, Dean beat Seth twice now in the same week. I don't think he's gonna beat him a third time. Plus, I think it just makes more sense for Raw to have the title, and then that way SmackDown, we'll talk about that actually next episode, if there is a next episode, but I think there will be because I'm actually really pumped for the brand split. So I predict Seth pins Dean after a spear by Roman. He throws Roman out, steals it in some way, just a heel douchebag maneuver. What else? Let's look at the roster just because I don't remember. I should pull up the Battleground match card, but we're already recording, fuck it. So AJ Styles, The Club versus Enzo, Cass, and Cena. Now, predictable thinking. At Raw, we saw The Club stand tall at the end of the show, so that would mean Enzo, Cass, and Cena win. But we have the Finn Balor mix where I don't know, because the thing with Finn is he's grossly underrated in the game, in the mod, and don't worry about the heel thing. Explain it. The thing with Finn is I don't know how they're gonna have him debut, because he's so good. He's one of the best in the world, and I just don't know if he's gonna be heel or face. I think the reaction, no matter what, is he's gonna be a face. But we just did the thing with the Club at the beginning of the year where AJ Styles was reluctant of Anderson Gallows' help, and I don't know if we'll see Anderson Gallows go after Finn again. He'll be reluctant. I don't think we're going to repeat that storyline, and I don't think Finn can be a heel right away. So it's an interesting dynamic. I'm thinking, I don't really know. So right now, I'm keeping Finn away from the Club. I had to call him up in the game, like off screen here, and that's why he's a heel. Everyone I called up that got drafted is a heel. The mod is a little off. That's fine. It's growing pains. It's not going to be end of the world. The important stuff is the same. I predict Sammy and Kevin Owens is going to end in DQ. Chris Jericho is going to eat an RKO. The New Day is going to beat the Wyatt family. The U.S. title and the IC title are going to be retained. Sasha and I think Nia Jax is going to be her partner, not Bayley. Because if you call Bayley up before Sasha wins the title, that just pretty much means okay, Bayley's gonna go after Charlotte for the title and not Sasha, because they want Sasha versus Charlotte at SummerSlam, and not having Bayley on the main roster, not in the in the women's title match, is just gonna hurt it. Kind of like how it's been with Sasha, not Sasa. I'm sorry. And I think that's it for the Battleground card that matters. Other shit might be on there, but nothing too important. So yeah, pretty much Raw. I think really looking at the draft, I think Raw is pretty good, but I think SmackDown. A lot of people are shitting on SmackDown. I think it's pretty good because you look at Raw, like this is what the game has as Raw's, depth chart. So Big Show, Sheamus, Owens, Rollins, Reigns, Jericho. Reigns and Rollins are the real big main eventers there. Jericho, Owens, upper mid card. Big Show, Sheamus, mid card. Bubba mid card. Big E upper mid card. Rusev upper mid card. Kofi upper mid. Cesaro upper mid card. Gallows, Anderson, I'd call them upper mid card guys. Braun Strowman, I think Braun's gonna get pushed like how he was in the beginning of the year, and I'm gonna follow suit with that. I don't want to do it, but I want to be realistic. I can't, because if it was up to me, Finn, and we'd have the Young Bucks in here. We'd have all the fucking, I like Tama Tonga. I'd bring him in. I'd bring in the whole club, the Bullet Club. I'd call him the Bullet Club, but there's so many different TEW like YouTubers who have the game so far out there, so unrealistic in a sense. Like, I'm not signing Adam Cole and bringing him in a week. If I signed Adam Cole, I'd put him in NXT for like a month or two, then call him up, because I like having that realism. It's more fun for me. I don't know if it's more fun for the viewer, because I don't know, a lot of people would just have like Rollins versus Reigns every main event till WrestleMania. Or they would just bury Roman, actually, Kevin Owens and Cesaro, and I don't know who else is an indie darling. Jack Swagger. I'm kidding, he's not an indie darling. Uh, I think the women's division's gonna be weird. I'm still curious to see what WWE does with the tag titles. That actually makes me bring a point. I think I'm gonna have two different tag titles, Raw and SmackDown tag titles. For now, I mean, maybe we can merge them down the line. IC title staying on SmackDown, US title staying on Raw. I think the women's title, I think that's gonna go between both shows. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Maybe like Becky can steal it at one of the shows, or maybe they have like a women's like tag title. It's weird because the women's roster is not deep enough to be split up. It's deep enough in numbers, I think, but not in potential great wrestlers like Paige, Charlotte, Sasha. Those are 3 quality wrestlers for, let's see, 7 women. So ideally, you're gonna have Sasha, Charlotte, or Paige in a match every Raw. Because Alicia Fox never was anything special. Nia Jax is gonna get pushed hard. She's gonna push like Awesome Kong and Dana Brooke eventually. They're gonna pull an NXT thing where I think Dana Brooke is gonna end up turning Charlotte face. Probably this time a year from now, it's gonna be Dana versus Charlotte. Actually, no, it's WWE. They're probably going to pull the trigger quicker than that. But if it was up to me, that would be a year from now. Summer Rae, I think she's not too great of an in-ring talent. She's not over enough. The fans don't care about her enough for her matches to be good, even though she is underrated in the ring. SmackDown, we'll do the same thing here. First off, I'm going to say, look at their fucking main eventers. Excuse my language, I apologize. Ambrose, Cena, Styles, Wyatt. There's another one. Orton. Okay, yeah, Randy Orton should be in there. I forgot to put him in here. Yeah, but we got to throw Randy Orton in there. Then Kane, Kane, Ziggler, Alberto Del Rio. It's pretty much their upper mid card. That's it. Miz is up there. But the American Alpha, we're really gonna push them hard. I think so. I think we really are gonna push them hard. Really excited to see what I can do with them. Ignore how they're enhancement talent now. Breezango, I think I'm going to push hard to a certain extent. Apollo Crews is going to be mainstay in the mid-card. A lot of tag team mid-card. There's not a lot of space here. Curious to see how, they sign guys and assign them. Because I think we're going to see guys we know Tajiri got signed. I think Brian Kendrick. I don't know what the Cruiserweight deal is. I might disobey the realism part of putting the Cruiserweights on Raw. I might put them on SmackDown where they always been, and they always should be. Definitely looking at this roster. You already have Kalisto. Besides Neville, he's the top lucha. So I think other than a couple of the faces like Simon Gotch and Nate English are faces, I'll probably gonna turn them heel. Excuse me. And I think the Cruiserweights will be on SmackDown because I think that's what everyone wants to see. I think people want to see SmackDown as the wrestling show. And I actually think there's a potential way of Shane says, "Oh, Steph, you guys said you have the Cruiserweight. Well, actually, I have the Cruiserweight title right here. I'm holding like a 4-man tournament or a Fatal 4-Way SummerSlam for the title of Kalisto, Tajiri. Whoever wins the CWC could be in that match. Something like that. Can have I think Kalisto could be in it. Actually, I think it's going to be Kalisto, Neville, the CWC winner, and whoever else. I see a lot of people talking how they want Finn as the head of the Cruiserweights, but they drafted him 3rd. They could. He was the 5th pick in the draft, and they made a big deal of it. So I don't really think that they would be like, alright, this is Finn Balor, He's the next big thing. We're gonna put him in the cruiserweights because in WWE there's the mindset if you got the cruiserweight name that hinders you, that's gonna hurt you going towards the main event. Of course, there's exceptions to the rule like Ray, but if you really look at Ray, he had the one world title reign. He got hurt, didn't last that long, and they never called him world heavyweight champion. He just called him world champion. And Ray is one of the best ever, so not everyone's Rey Mysterio. But I don't necessarily agree with putting Finn as the head of the cruiserweight division. Definitely on Raw, where you have Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, all these guys that he's just as good as, just as athletic as. Actually, Sami and Kevin Owens probably do more high flying shit than Finn does. So I don't think he would be fitting as the head of the cruiserweight division, even though he does make weight. So this episode so far has been me just talking, giving you guys expectations. We're actually going to go through and book the show. Let's see how much time. 11 minutes. Holy shit. Since I've already talked for 11 minutes, I'm going to go through and book the show, and then we're just going to go through and watch it, the results together, to keep it under like 30 minutes, because who can hear me talk for 30 minutes? I don't know. Alright, I'll talk to you guys. Alright, so the show starts off with Seth Rollins in the ring. Remember, he is the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. This is just me making a bold prediction that he will win Sunday night. And he's in the ring bragging how he finally has his moment. He's finally got his title back. Roman Reigns' music hits. He comes out. He says, you got lucky last night. I was this close from getting my title back. Rollins like, you don't deserve this title. You made an embarrassment on this company. Just talk shit on Roman, his failed drug test, and just really puts him down. They trade words. Like, Rollins talks for 5 minutes. Roman talks for just like a couple, like 3 minutes. Then Mick Foley and Stephanie come out as a unit. Think it's important to put them over, and then they talk for like 5 minutes. They pretty much put over the fact last night was a hell of a show. We're happy how Raw has the world title, and tonight in the main event is Roman Reigns in a fatal 4-way match to determine the #1 contender. Seth Rollins freaking out like, no, he doesn't deserve it. He does not deserve to be in it. He should be in the back of the line. Blah blah blah. And Stephanie says, you know what, Seth? Normally I'd agree with you, but Roman put on a hell of a match last night. He really put a great showing in. He did Raw proud. She like kisses Seth's ass in her own way, but puts over Roman a little bit. I don't think that's like teasing anything. I think it's just given the fact that she's putting over her brand and not, shitting on the performer. And Mick is there to play, the good guy. From there we go to our traditional, Rusev kind of match where Rusev defeats Sin Cara with the accolade here. WWE has been building up Rusev for a while now, and I think I have an idea where it could lead to. And I'm going to take time to see where it's leading to, and I'll let you know in the next couple episodes. But yeah, here Rusev, still the United States champion, beats Sin Cara with the accolade. Following that, we're backstage. Chris Jericho is walking. He's all pissed off because he got RKO'd. I would imagine this is the post-Raw show. And Darren Young laughs at him. He's like, you hadn't made a full lot of. Chris Jericho's like, what'd you say to me? Back and forth. We'll pretend Bob Backlund's there. Being insane. Chris Jericho's just like, what the fuck? And then Foley walks around and books Darren Young versus Chris Jericho, and that's going to be like the 9 o'clock hour main event. You know how they book the main events per hour. Here we see how Finn Balor is going to be coming to the ring. Not now, but he is the 10 o'clock main event. We're going to see the in-ring debut of Finn Balor tonight. Here we see Braun Strowman has a squashes Titus O'Neil. That's fine with the rating. Like I said, I don't know if I said it earlier, but I'm pushing Braun. I'm sorry. Now you guys don't want to see it, but let's be realistic. He's going to get pushed in some manner. Because look at him at Raw last night. They really put him over hard. And Cass over hard, too. So maybe, some down the line there. And then here, Braun just once again just beats him down to the ground. We're really putting over the fact Braun is a monster, and no one can stop him. Here, Stephanie's backstage when Cesaro comes in and says, put me in that title match. Sammy comes in and says, last night, Kevin Owens and I fought to the DQ. I want to move on from that. I want to be in the title match, or the #1 contendership match. Kevin Owens says, I want a number one contendership match. So it's going to be Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Roman Reigns for number one contendership against Seth Rollins. Yes, it's predictable, but anything's predictable, and we're not going to give Roman a number one contendership, I think. And plus, it's a main event. Darren Young versus Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho gets intentionally disqualified. Hits Darren with a chair. I think he'd low blow him or something, because that'd be a good way to get heat. And Darren Young, they gave him a ball a little bit. I think they should have put him on SmackDown, because SmackDown doesn't really have that big of a mid-card, as we discussed earlier. Their mid-card scene is tag teams. And I think Darren Young could have did well over there. But we're giving him a feud here with Chris Jericho. Gives Jericho something to do that's not, hanging off Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens feud, or feuding with Cesaro, because that's been going on too long. Really wish they broke those 4 up in some way, but it is what it is. Here we see Enzo and Cass cutting a promo last night, and how, they won or lost, however matter, and how they want to become the tag team champions. Anderson Gallows comes out and says how they won and lost, or pretty much saying how they deserve to be number contenders. And New Day comes out, just traditional promo back and forth with all involved. Mick Foley comes out and says next week Enzo and Cass versus Anderson and Gallows for number contendership against New Day's titles at SummerSlam. And this is another long segment, and he says, but first we're gonna have matches with Enzo and Cass versus the tag team, and then Anderson and Gallows against the tag team. So we're putting over the tag teams here. Enzo and Cass go first, Anderson and Gallows go first against the Golden Truth, and Nate going to beat them. I was reading your performance. Carl Anderson needs to change his gimmick. He's so underrated in the game. I'm probably going to change his statistics a little bit. But Anderson and Gallows get the win here over Golden Truth. Then Enzo and Cass are at ringside, probably on headsets, with New Day are on headsets and commentary. Then they have a match versus the Shining Stars. They go and defeat the Shining Stars. The Shining Stars are faces in the game, so I need to change that, because they're heels, in my opinion. Enzo and Cass don't have chemistry. That pisses me off. I wish I would have checked that, but screw me for really thinking, oh, okay, whatever. They're still going to be together. But Enzo and Cass are defeat the Shining Stars here. Here we go backstage. Just ignore it. Kevin Owens taunts Sami Zayn. He says, last night, we fought to disqualification. He cheated. I had him beat. Something like that. He just does a Kevin Owens promo and how Sami Zayn sucks and is a piece of shit. And Sami later on do the same promo. Here we see a video once again promoting Finn Balor, really putting him over hard, because they picked Finn before they picked him before Brock, Roman, New Day, Rusev. Finn is going to get pushed hard, so figured why not have art imitating life, imitating art. Here we see Sami Zayn cut a promo. These are all funny to me, but I beat the man with my hat on. Can you dig it? I would love to see Sami Zayn cut this promo, but Sami cuts a promo on Kevin Owens. Says, once again, I said I wanted Kevin Owens out of my life, but I would go through him to go on to become champion. I have an idea for Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at SummerSlam. I'll talk about that at the end of the episode. Here, Sasha Banks and Nia Jax, who I think is going to be Sasha's partner. It just makes sense. I'm sorry, it's not going to be Bayley. We talked about that earlier, I believe. If not, pretty much, I thought Bayley would make sense, but they're trying to put over Sasha as the face of the women's division now. If you call it Bayley, she's instantly the female face of the division, no matter how popular Sasha is, because Bayley's even that more over. Here we see Nia Jax versus Dana Brooke. I try Nia Jax as a heel. I don't know why every time I call someone up, they're a heel, no matter what. Oh shit, Finn's a heel. Oh damn it, I forgot to turn him. Either way, well, it don't matter. But yep, Nia Jax versus Dana Brooke. Nia Jax gets the win here, and then we do a brawl to the back. The women's ratings, that's fine. Life happens sometimes like that. It is what it is. Alright, so we go to... thought I clicked it. Nope. We go to... there was a video package. Actually, never mind. Nope, just Finn Balor hype. We hype Finn, then he, Backstage workers show knocking on the door. This is pretty much Finn doing a special entrance, putting him over hard. He goes on to have a squash match. Holy shit. Poor rating. Some jobber, cloudy, and pretty much putting over Finn has arrived. Then Finn gets interviewed backstage with Renee, or in ring. Renee says, Finn, how's it feel to debut? He's like, it feels great, blah, blah, blah. And Renee says, are you involved with the club at all? Finn just, like, blows her off and then goes and does the pose on the, apron, ring post, and then walks away. We're not really sure if he's with the club or not yet. Once again, filming this before Battleground. Not going to film the next episode till after Battleground, so we have a more clue of what the hell's going on. After that, Roman Reigns, he cuts a promo. He says, you know what? I fucked up. Seth said a lot of nasty shit about me past month. He had a right to. I was sent home. Packed and I own up to it. Blah, blah, blah. He cuts a babyface promo on how he fucked up and he will redeem himself. The first step, his redemption, is the match where he becomes number one contender. Alright, so we go to video package hyping. Or nope, never mind. Excuse me. Big Show versus Bo Dallas. I tried something new here. Big Show versus Bo Dallas. I figured it'd be a comedy match. Has a brute-based gimmick. It's not suited for comedy unless the match is. Either way, I tried something new here. It is what it is. Poor match. So is life. You gotta try with the new how the game is. It's harder than you think. Most of you guys play this game, I assume, so you guys understand how hard it is. I thought Bo Dallas versus Big Show would be funny. Got me in technicality. It's whatever. Now we go to video package hyping John Cena and AJ Styles and their recent feud, hyping up SmackDown just because that's how it's going to work. Then we hype the main event. Then we go into main event. Not the greatest match as I would expect. Is what it is. Roman put on a good show, so did Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns wins here by getting the spear on Cesaro. So pretty much Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn fight. Outside they were doing the punching thing. They knock each other out. They just leave the arena practically fighting. And Roman spears Cesaro, which I think with Roman versus Cesaro would be a hell of a match. And Roman is the new number one contender. Then Seth Rollins comes in the ring, raises the title to end Raw strong. Not interested in storylines enough. That's fine. Because we just started. Pretty much some growing pains this first couple episodes. Probably get back in gear. 3 to 4 episodes in, we'll be in gear. I can guarantee it. I gotta import angles and stuff. I got a lot of work to do in between now and SmackDown. Really looking forward to what you guys say. Tell me if you guys would want to watch the series with a like, comment, subscribe. Just let me know, because I'll look at it. I know how many subscribers, likes, and views I get normally now. So if I get abnormal amount, I'll at least do a follow-up episode to see if there's attraction going on there. I'm not going to record the next episode till after Battleground, so probably before Raw next week, the 25th, I will come out with a new episode. But I'm busy next week, so I will try to. But if not, I apologize. If I'll post on the Fantasy Bookers Reddit, maybe even Squared Circle, but people downvote me to hell. Either way, just let me know if you would want to see me continue the series. I promise the ratings will get better. It's growing pains. First time I played this game like 2 weeks, and I hope to hear some feedback from you guys, and have a great day. Wow, you guys almost did listen to me for a half hour. Whew. Next episode will be a lot shorter, probably around the 10 to 12 minute range. Alright, have a good day.